Welcome to Goddesses. I'm your host, Blair Minerva. Today on Goddesses, imagine being branded odd for seeing the world in vibrant colors and hearing divine melodies, only to face the crushing weight of the church trying to silence your truth. Today, discover how Hildegard of Bingen transformed her unique oddness into a legacy of spiritual insight and female empowerment, a lesson you won't want to miss if you've ever felt your own voice stifled. Have you ever felt a truth so powerful it burned inside you? In a dim monastery cell in medieval Germany, a woman named Hildegard trembled before her parchment, quill hovering above the blank page. The divine fire that had haunted her since childhood now demanded to be heard. But in 12th century Europe, women were meant to be silent, and Hildegard's visions, they threatened to shake the very foundations of the church. You know that moment when you realize you're different? For Hildegard, it came at age 3. While other children played with dolls, she saw swirling lights and heard celestial harmonies. Her noble family, unsure what to make of their peculiar daughter, sent her to the Benedictine monastery of Disibodenberg. The price of her gift was isolation. The stone walls became both sanctuary and prison. Picture yourself there, cold flagstones beneath bare feet, the rhythmic chant of prayers echoing through vaulted corridors, and inside your mind, a symphony of colors and light that no one else can see. Would you dare speak of it? Would you risk being branded a heretic, or worse, possessed? In the darkness of doubt, one light appeared. Jutta von Sponheim, Hildegard's mentor, saw past the frightened exterior to the extraordinary soul within. Under Jutta's guidance, Hildegard learned to read, write, and most importantly, trust her inner voice. But even as she flourished in secret, brewing herbal remedies and composing ethereal melodies, the pressure to conform mounted. For 40 years, Hildegard kept her visions largely private. She watched as male clergy interpreted scripture, defined doctrine, and shaped the spiritual lives of thousands. The divine fire within her burned hotter with each passing year. Then, at age 42, everything changed. The message was clear: no more hiding, no more silence, but the cost of speaking out would be enormous. Imagine standing before the most powerful men in your world, your voice steady despite your racing heart. This was Hildegard in 1141, presenting her first major work, Civias, to Pope Eugenius III. Against all odds, he validated her visions. The floodgates opened. Hildegard's unique voice, suppressed for so long, burst forth in a torrent of creativity that would change history. She founded her own monastery at Rupertsberg, breaking free from male authority. Her music soared beyond traditional Gregorian chants, creating melodies that seemed to touch heaven itself. Her medical writings challenged conventional wisdom, introducing holistic healing practices that recognize the connection between body and soul. If you're enjoying Goddesses, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, Be an Unstoppable Woman. Lead without apology using quiet power tactics from influential females like Oprah, Malala, and RBG. Now, back to the episode. But freedom comes at a cost. As Hildegard's influence grew, so did opposition. Male clergy whispered that she was dangerous, unnatural. When she dared to challenge corrupt church practices, the backlash was swift. Yet each attempt to silence her only made her voice stronger. Think of your own moments of truth, when speaking up meant risking everything. Hildegard faced this choice repeatedly, culminating in her most daring act of defiance. When ordered to exhume the body of an excommunicated nobleman she had allowed to be buried in consecrated ground, she refused. The church authorities responded by placing her entire monastery under interdict, forbidding the sacraments and musical worship that were the heart of their spiritual life. age 80, Hildegard faced down the archbishop himself. She argued that the nobleman had received last rites and deserved Christian burial. More radically, she insisted that divine mercy transcended human judgment. The interdict was eventually lifted, but the message was clear. Hildegard's authority came not from earthly power, but from something far greater. Today, Hildegard's legacy echoes through time. Her music fills concert halls. Her writings on natural healing inspire modern medical practitioners. In 2012, the Catholic Church finally recognized what many had known for centuries, declaring her a doctor of the Church, one of only 4 women to hold this title. But Hildegard's real message isn't about sainthood or recognition. It's about the courage to trust your inner light, even when the world tells you to dim it. Think about your own divine fire, that truth you carry inside that demands to be spoken, that gift that makes you different, perhaps even difficult in the eyes of others. Here's your challenge. What would happen if you, like Hildegard, refused to be silenced? If you treated your oddness not as a flaw to be hidden, but as a gift to be shared? The world doesn't need more people who fit in perfectly. It needs those who dare to be different, who trust their unique vision enough to fight for it. Your voice matters, your truth matters, and like Hildegard's living light, it won't be content to whisper forever. Let it speak, let it sing, let it change the world. Remember, the most powerful light often comes from those who were told to remain in darkness. What light will you share? On the next episode of Goddesses, imagine a world where the divine visions that once isolated Hildegard of Bingen now become a beacon for another woman grappling with her own profound experiences. In our next episode, we venture into the 14th century, where Julian of Norwich defies societal norms as she delves into spiritual questions born from her near-death encounter with the divine. Just as Hildegard found strength in her uniqueness, what if Julian's revelations were not merely personal, but a message of hope and love for all? Don't miss this journey of faith, doubt, and triumph over adversity as we continue exploring spiritual guides and inner wisdom keepers. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, Be an Unstoppable Woman. 7 days, 7 iconic women. Master the art of quiet power, lead without apology, and turn femininity into your greatest weapon. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/GOD. Thanks for watching.